Okay. Hello, this is the like I started late, but essentially this is East's big circuit, and this is like the seasonal sort of thing. So there's like a $200 prize pool, and I'm basically just going to record the matches. There's nothing real special here. I think the music might be a bit loud. I didn't get to test everything because, like I said, it's just kind of last second. I switched up a couple things on the team. It's basically the same, like, super aggressive team. I have Lawali and Shaolant, though, because I was just so beyond sick of losing to Earth types every time. Is it going to be good? I mean, I got to play I got to play 2 matches, both against Sazaks. One of them, I guess no, I played one against a Manic as well. So I won 2 of them, and then I got wrecked by Karen in the 3rd one. So Karen's going to be a problem if I do face Sazaks in the tournament. It's a pretty good turnout. We got like 13 people. I know Welsh runs a bit of a faster low wall. I just don't know how fast. Last time it outsped me, and I don't feel like gambling today. It probably would have been better to get the information in the first match. But I don't even know if these are best of 1 or best of 3. Oh no, it's best of 1. So yeah, I can't even take that risk here. Best of 1 Swiss into a top 4 bracket. Alright, so he doesn't have anything immediately for Acronox, which is good. So that's what banning the Lawali gets me, is a guarantee that I can lead Acronox. Like, yeah, he's got Mashuk, but I have... Chromion, and I should win that trade. Because I can live a Heli Kick plus a Soil Steam on my Acronox. Kill his Mashuk. And then what does he do? I'd imagine he bans Shaolant here. I'd probably ban Shaolant if I was him. I've got 4 things here that kind of beat his waters. He'll probably ban Lawali. Yeah, maybe he'll ban Lawali, yeah. Shaolant's also good, though, especially if I ban the Minotaur and then double in on the Mashuk. Because then But then he just brings in one of his waters. But he'll do that anyways. Oh, yikes. I'm banning the Ukama just because it's faster. And I kind of just ran out of time, so I didn't get to think all that much. I think Shaolant is going to be valuable in this matchup, though. Especially if I bring Inky. He brought the Whiplump. So that's actually better for me, I think. I did not want him to bring the Chimerian because Psypat's not great if it's... If the Chimerian has Frond Whip, that's really bad for me. His Acronox is faster than mine, so it is a speed-invested Acronox. That's about all that turn tells me, though. I'm going to swap out the Mashuk. It is pretty good into my backline, so it makes sense. But I do get to knock his Whiplump out of plethoric range. Chromion. Okay. Oh, 10%. Anyone like gambling? Because now we get to play the which slot is getting tornadoed game. And the entire game probably gets determined by this. Like, the safe play would be to swap out Chromion. Because Acronox can live a tornado and still at least get a sting off to guarantee the kill on the Whiplump. But in the process, I would lose Acronox. So it's just a... We'll give him a coin flip emoji. I want to save the Acronox, even if this doesn't work out for me. Oh my goodness, he's still thinking about it too. Yeah, it's literally a coin flip, bud. Like we could both be right, we could both be wrong. All right, we ate the tornado. Does he like Rotten Goo to cover? Sting? Ooh, a quicksand. Not bad, not bad. I think I live a sting, like the raw damage from it. So I can get a Nicho off. He could bring in Minotaur here, though. But then he would have to eat a microwaves, because he can't kill Chromion with Acronox. Or no, he's Rotten Goo. If he's got Rotten Goo on the Acronox, I don't have it on mine, because I think Petrify is such a valuable move. But if he's got it on his, Minotaur here could put me in a tough spot. Yeah, I don't... Oh, he's got Quicksand, though. There's no way he's got Rotten Goo. Well, he doesn't have Venom spread, though. So pretty much every Acronox runs Sting and Soil Steam. He's got Quicksand. So then it's a question of what's his last move. He could have Toxin Shower, he could have Petrify, and he could have Rotten Goo. So there's 3 viable options. And he could literally have any of them. And I arrested. He must be killing the Chromion then, at least, so it's not the worst thing ever. Yeah, I am not spending my time well. I am completely off my game. Oh, I could have gotten it off, but I didn't. A binary flood there would have been the best thing that could have happened. Now he has a free heli kick. Oh man, I gotta make moves quick. I can't even think. Nitro's down on Saipat, which really sucks. Hates a sparkling bullet. Oh, he went for the turbo. Interesting. I think I've got to go for a huge gamble here because I've just lost so much tempo with my mistakes and the speed control he's got on me. So I'm going to gamble he'll swap Minotaur now and then he'll stay in Shook. He can't hasty for free because he's... I mean, he... Alright, he swaps the Minotaur. Okay. So I forgot that he's a max speed Mashuk. So he can actually outspeed. He could turbo here and then outspeed me with his Volphy, which is really bad. I don't know if that's what he's going to do, but I think it is. So this is the best use of Psypad I'm going to get, is to eat the Dust Vortex, survive, and get Nitro back up. I don't know if he'll die to OX here. I think I heard that Tireless is bugged and actually isn't reducing the OX damage like it's supposed to. Alright, so far that gamble's really paying off. So I always Kesagatame here. The question is which one, which slot. I want to say I'll outspeed the Minotaur because this is high prio and I'm relatively well invested on Shaoland. I think it's got to be the Acronox. So the reason I'm doing this on the Acronox is so that I can outspeed it with like my Acronox and whatever else later. So this turn is largely irrelevant. He has to kill Shaoland still. He'll probably just take the double on Shaoland. Okay. And I would have been able to Mineral Hail, kill the Minotaur, and then I would have actually still had the Chromion alive that I left alive. Because I didn't OX with it. And he wouldn't have been able to kill me with a Sting. I would have been able to Venom Spread, or a Sting into Venom Spread, and it probably would, or no, not on the Acronox. I would have been able to just beat down his Acronox with my Acronox and the chip damage from my Chromion. Alright, I will probably cut to the next one. I'm just still a little bit behind, so just bear with me, but yeah, should be a cut to the next one. Alright, we're back with round 2. So we're up against Matt Chromion this time. Good to see him come back. I haven't seen him in a long time. So I'm sure we'll face a Chromion. I haven't seen his team. If I had to guess which one he's using, I'm going to guess Mental Chromion, just because I think that one is like the secret OP thanks to Phantom Whiplash, but I don't know. Earth Chromion, okay. So I know Earth Chromion has Sludge Gift, and it's actually like a Digi team. That's not really what I wanted to see, because Digis resist. Ugh. Digis resist Toxic. I really want to respect him and not ban his Chromion, but that's going to be tough. Because my team is not great against Earths. And he also bans the Psypat right away. You know, I'll let him play it. Like, I'm not gonna stop him. He's the Chromion player from playing and cooking with an Earth Chromion. I respect it. I'm going to ban the Mastion. No, I'm going to ban maybe the Munko. Maybe the Hazrat. We'll ban the Hazrat just because I want to ban out one of his fire synergies. Prevent his microwaves, because if he doesn't have microwaves, I should be able to outspeed him with Prio on a lot of stuff. And I know he's got Mastion, but I've got triple Toxic, so it's really the least of my problems. Like, Acronox completely walls it, Hazrat mostly walls it, and Chromion can take a hit and hit back. Shoot, I don't know how fast this Gazuma is. I'm probably not going to do any Venom Spread shenanigans. I don't think I have to anyways. So we'll go with this combo. I can always Faraday Cage the Gazuma this turn and then Venom Spread next turn. I'm just really afraid of the Gazuma outspeeding and Tesla prisoning my 2-wire. That would be really, really bad. Okay. I have some options left. Right now I'm looking at banning Mastion, but no, I don't have to. Honestly, it's still that stupid Chromion. I'm sorry, but I gave him a chance to pick the Chromion and he didn't, so forgive me. When my remaining Tems are Inky Hazrat, and has the Lawali available to ban after he banned my Psypat, no, I can't just let it slide. Like, if I could have picked Lawali, I would have been fine letting it through. See, now he bans the Inky, which makes a lot of sense. Inky was my best thing to deal with the Gazuma. I think Lawali has Rat for sure. And I'm probably gonna grab... Cause I don't really know. I'm actually really liking Shelllant. Getting Welcomer is super nice. It's a lot better of a combo with Inky, I think, than anyone else, and Inky did get banned, which makes sense because he's super weak to it. But I couldn't lead it either. Okay. There is nothing on his team that wants to eat this. The worst thing that can happen here is that it's like an Electro Punch and a Tesla Prison on a 2-wire, which puts it in range of dying to a Hurricane, and then Munko comes in and Hurricanes and microwaves Chromion. That would be the worst case scenario. No way. I can take this. We can manage. Was he? Is it a bait Chimerian? He's predicting me the Venom spread. I mean, I guess I don't know. It doesn't appear to be. So he turns into a toxic type, which prevents me from actually pushing off the... That's very interesting. I like that play. He does have Vate on the Chimerian. Do I need the 2-wire alive? 2-wire is kind of nice because it'll deal with Munko well. I don't know if what he's got for prio moves on Zalbian, since he's got Wastewater, probably Electro Punch. And then it's like, does he have Turbine or does he have Cyberclaw? Normally Digi teams don't have Cyberclaw because they have enough Digi damage, and they'd rather have Turbine because they don't have Winds on their team because they don't want to add more electric weaknesses. So I'm actually expecting a Turbine on the Chromion slot. So I'm going to turbo attack the Chimerian and swap to Lawali. Okay. Everyone like the Zalbian roulette? Also, his Chimerian's faster than me for reference. Now, maybe he also has Cyberclaw. He does. Whew. Would not have guessed that. Would not have guessed he had both. That hurts, because I was really banking on that chip on Chimerian so that Hazrat could come in and finish it. But now I don't have that. I would have reset it to at least knock down its damage some if I knew that was going to happen. This is really my only play right now. I've got to knock down this Gazuma as much as I possibly can. Oh my goodness, he stays in! His Chimerian is the same speed as my Shellland? No, it's the same speed as my Hazrat. I'm actually gonna let him OX on the no, I don't have to, Well, here's the thing, like, since I speed tied, there's really no loss in me attacking the Chimerian here. Okay, chip on Bastion. I will 100% take that. Gazim was in range to dot. Oh, wait, was it? It wasn't a speed tie with the Chimerian? It was a speed tie with something else? That's weird. He did OX by 1 too. Darn. I really thought I thought it was... That's weird. What was the speed tie? Was it actually the Gazuma and the Chromion? I think I still have this. I was wondering if he'd swap to Monko there. It kind of depends on if he has Water Blade on his Bastion. I don't even know what trait it is right now. Because if he has Water Blade and he outspeeds me, then my Chromion could very well die before it gets a hit off. But I know that I can live a microwaves from this Monko. Alright, I get the speed arrow this time. I don't know what it's on, but... Please, Chromion. Yes! Oh, that one was way too close. Speed arrow was literally game... I stand corrected, I lived. So we're all good. I would have won without that speed arrow. So if anything, the speed arrow only stood to help him and confuse me. GG. Ooh, I was definitely worried about that one. 100%. So I'm glad we were able to pull through and win. So, GG. Alright, and we will cut to the next one. Alright, we're back. Oh, and we are up against Lulu. Lulu Tror. We're 2-0, so this could very well be our first loss. There's a lot of good competition here. And we're only facing the other players that are 2-0 at the moment. Lulu being the one of... that was picked. So I don't even know what team he's running. I haven't been... since it's only a best of one, I can't go and tune into the stream afterwards just because it's so... it just doesn't last long enough. I see Naga. I don't know how fast it is. I wish it was best of 3 so I could gather info. It's like, it's not immediately threatening, but I don't have Rotten Goo on the Chromion. If it's max speed, it can outspeed my Inky. Not that it super duper matters, but it's not going to die to a single electric attack. I don't know if it outspeeds my Hazorat or not. It probably does. Like, I can't imagine a Naga being slower than 273. But that also makes me wonder, like, how fast is the rest of his team? Like, typically Venmet isn't run all that fast. Neither is Momo, Grandpa, Volphy. Like, most of those cap out around, like, 232. So having a 40 speed difference with Naga being, like, 273 is way more than I'd generally think. Shoot. What's the only thing that's going to stop me from leading Lawale is Kapire, but I actually have a couple answers to Kapire. So how about something like Hazorat Chromion? Grandpa could be bad depending on how bulky it is or how fast it is. If it's faster than my 273 Rat, that would be horrible. I'm also orange side, so this sucks. Alright, we're banning the Kapire and we're picking Lawali for sure. We'll determine what else to pick based on what he does. I'm assuming he'll just lead Naga and Acronox. Yeah. So there's the Naga. I could like bait Rotten Goo, but if he's tuned into my videos at all, he knows that I don't actually have the move. I think it's kind of my best choice anyways. I don't know if Lawali can live a Rotten Goo plus Beta Burst. Really depends on invests. Oh, I just realized I didn't have the music playing. I turn it off in between games, so... It's interesting. I wasn't expecting the Oshiara. I'm definitely banning the Acronox now. Inky's banned. That makes sense. Inky was going to be super good against his team. So now it's like there's an Oshiara on the field. I can threaten Saipat. Then it's like, what do I want for my Toxics? I think I'll bring Hazrat just because I should outspeed most of his team and be able to get burned with Embers. I'm pretty confident he'll be swapping out the Naga turn 1. I really like Acronox here. I think Acronox has a better chance against stuff like Momo in the late game. And even just getting a sting off before it dies is pretty valuable. I'm just afraid of not being able to do anything with Shellant the whole game because I could end up at a really awkward speed tier where I don't outspeed and I don't kill either because I don't have type advantage against like anything. It loses to Naga, it loses to Venmet. It really doesn't do a whole lot to Momo or Grandpa. And Oshiara is just what I'm doubling in on turn 1. He doesn't have anything to eat the Toxic, so the Toxic Torrent actually does more than Microwaves. And I can't imagine he would. Well, if I was so confident he was swapping, How confident am I that he's going to swap? He doesn't want to lose Nagai's turn 1, right? Even though 4 of my 5 Tems hit it super, like, 2x. I don't even know why he has Oshiara, to be honest. So he'll probably swap in Momo. No, he stays in. Man, did not expect that. Is he gonna beta the Chromion? Was not expecting the Blizzard. See, that is something you cannot know ahead of time. So now I just sacked my Hazrat with nothing, or my Saipat with nothing to gain. On the bright side, its stupid move is down now, and Oshiara is practically dead. Now we allergic spread. Should be good value. He can Cerbatios, but that'll just do damage to Chromion. He might even just sack both of them here just for some damage. I'd be a little surprised to see that. I can live a Cerbs plus a Nagai's Fury. But Saipat was one of my 2 Tems that's not weak to Grandpa. Here's the Momo. Hypno. He's very squishy on these Tems. If I had Sinner Typer, that Nagase or the Oshiara would both be dead. I did not expect max speed on like this entire team. Even this Momo, I guarantee he's gonna be max speed. And now all he does is knockback. Knockback and probably Serbs. Onto the Chromion slot. Maybe he'll beta just to make sure. So I'm actually sending in the Hazrat literally as death fodder just so I can kill this stupid Nagase and get my Prio back. God dang, this would be so much better in a best of 3 where I actually have this sort of info. Blizzard Oshiara, max speed. Please don't refresh, that would be the worst thing. Yeah. And Momo takes the extra 7%. So I'll take what I can get. He keeps the knockback up though, which really hurts. So I would have 100% had to ban the Naga. And then I could have threatened out the Oshiara. And just dealt with whatever. This could be a max speed Grandpa too, now that I've kind of like seen it. It might even be a fast Momo, I'm not sure. Yeah, now that my microwave's prio is gone, he can pretty freely. It is a fast Grandpa. I don't know how fast, but it's faster than my Lawali. It's slower than 272, but faster than 232. Yeah, that turn 1, I mean, oh man, this turn 1 and 2 both screwed me. I never stood a chance here. I needed to ban the Naga. Ban the Naga and then ban the Grandpa. That's the only thing I could have even attempted to win. Headshot? Good play. So any chance I did have is now gone because he just knockbacks and like suplexes. I'll play it out just in case for some reason he's like really 0 speed on both of these, or 0 attack. Yeah, there's still no world in where I live this. This would do like 80% normally. Almost such a strong Tem against anything slower than it. If I could get it into a position where I could use Venom Spread, that would be great. But because his entire team just kind of wrecks me, that was never going to be a possibility. So that's kind of the disadvantage of this team. When I get outsped, there's nothing I can do, and it's always been that way. There's just not a whole lot I can do. I don't think Shaolant would have changed the game for me, by any means. I lost that in pick ban. I did the pick ban wrong. but it was just a lack of info. I did not expect the Blizzard. I should have. I don't play against enough Nagas to think about Blizzard Oshiara as a combo, but that's definitely something I should have considered. So, all right. Well, we're still 2-1. We're still in this. GG's Lulu, and we'll get to the next one. Alright, we are back, and unfortunately we are up against Ali. The reason I say unfortunately is because Ali is known for running a whole bunch of Tems at just max speed, and as we learned from the last match, if I get outsped, it is tough, and oh man, look at all that. Double wind, double toxic. Only one synergy for Kapire. I think she's on Ignite Protection Kapire, if I remember correctly. I'm going to turn on the music again. Bans my Acronox. Seems like she actually wants to play around the Kapire. Now, I'm really tempted to ban the move flank first because it's just a nuisance to my team. So ban move flank, pick 2-wire Chromion. And that's kind of my idea. Oh. Well, I won't be able to do Venom Spread. I think that's still okay, though. Because I can punish Mashuk, Lawali, and Saipat. And I'm not afraid of Wolfie. Kapire should also die just due to ticks. I could even do a double swap here, and then swap for Inky and Shellland if she doesn't ban either of them. Is that the right play? Pfft, heck if I know. We'll see what she picks here, but Gazuma is usually a big problem for my team because it screws up all of my speed tiering. When you're playing Venom Spread, speed tiering is super important. No, I can't do the Inky play, but it is still perfectly fine to just go for Faraday and whatever, Venom or Toxic Torrent, and that should do like 60-70% to the Gazuma. Not as much as I'd hope, but it's what I can get. Saipat's looking like a decent ban here. Kapire also. I'm going to ban the Saipat. Just because the Saipat has Nicho Sai, which can wreck Inky, and also it will Shell Antier, which isn't fun. Kapire does not have Prio. And even if she bans Saipat, Hazrat still walls it, at least. I mean, yeah, it's got base jump. Base jump doesn't do all that much, though. Bans the Hazrat. Okay. This is definitely going to be Shaolant. Problem is, I want to pick Inky. I'm just gonna pick Inky. Like Inky loses to like all three of these, or at least you'd think, and Hazrat. It depends on how fast that Kapire is. If it's truly a max speed Kapire, or at least outspeeds max speed Inky, this will probably be the wrong pick. We'll see if she even picks the Kapire. Mashuk Kapire. Okay, so that punishes both of my picks of either Lawali or Saipat. I'm leaning towards Saipat. No, I have to go Lawali here, just because I don't have a whole lot to deal with Mashuk. Inky isn't great, Shelllant isn't great, and my Digis are on lead. Alright, so surely if it's not a bait Gazuma, I think I'll be in good shape. If it is a bait Gazuma, which there's no Digis, it's receptive. So what else is it going to be? Yeah. Maybe it is just the double swap play. But is she gonna double in with a lava wave? Probably. This is so bad for me. I want Chromion to deal with Mashuk and Lawali. And 2-wire helps reduce. I think I'm gonna gamble that she'll waste water and Tesla Prison the 2-wire, and that she won't use Lava Wave. Big gamble, very very big gamble. But I need something here. That's okay too. Embers, interesting. And there's the Tesla Prison. So the good thing here is that the Hazoret is faster than the Gazuma, so she cannot break my Welcomer and still attack. She cannot do both. Now I always double in on the Hazoret here. Problem is she could just kill Shellant. Like, if Embers did that much, Wastewater will probably take me down to here, and then like a Tesla Prison will knock me the rest of the way. Shellant just isn't all that bulky, and I did not expect Embers to do that much. It's definitely a max attack Hazoret. I know Hazoret has one of the highest attacks in the game, only behind like Osakai and Bastion, I think. And it's got War Drum to boost it even further. But also, like, this is with the burn tick for an extra 6%. If she doesn't kill me on the turn, I get good, important damage on Hazoret, which is also good. And she doesn't have a water for, like, Synergy Lava Wave. And I imagine she swaps Gazuma, because if she leaves it in, I could get a Sharp Stabs off on it. Kind of predicting her to swap, because that's why I'm not Sharp Stabsing. Otherwise, that would definitely be the right play. Interesting, interesting. What is this? Mashuk? Is it a double swap? It is. Oh, very interesting. That was not what I was expecting. Okay. Yeah, once again, I just don't know how fast this Kapire is. I imagine it's faster than my Shellant. My Shellant isn't all that fast. I want to keep my Inky alive. So she'll probably double in on Shellant. But I don't know that. She might also just Turbo. I don't have an Earth to give me Paizo synergy. Otherwise, it would probably be worth it just to try and kill the Mashuk here with Paizo. I didn't check how much Sparkling did, though. I don't think it'll be enough. Alright, we're gonna swap in 2-wire. And we're gonna Inner Spirit. Okay, I'll take it. That's fine. He's getting a Synergy Turbo off now, but I'm getting damage on Gazuma, which is like exactly what I need. It would have been perfect to actually stay in and do the Paizo play though. I could have even risked the Haito and it would have still been just fine. But oh, look at all that damage! That's so good. I still have Straw Shield as well. I don't know how fast her Mashuk is. I can get a Turbine off. The other thing is 2-wire is valuable to me. Inky is only valuable because of the Gazuma, which is now almost dead. Problem is, I don't know if a Soul Shout kills. I don't think it does. I think Shellland still has use. I think 2-wire also has use, but I think I need to swap it out and go to Inky again. Okay. Yep. Perfect. This is really good. Yep, that's A-okay. Oh man, this game's so intense. Every single play matters. Like when you're facing two aggro teams, it's just like neither of you can really afford HP like this. Like look at how much damage that did. That's insane. And now she has really nothing that can prevent me from just clicking Mineral Hail. But 2-wire is still useful because she didn't use Tesla Prison. But is she going to keep it, or is she going to swap? I bet she'll keep the Gazuma. No! Ah, that was just... I didn't have anything I really wanted to sack there anyways. But 2-wire did have good HP left. I probably should have sacked Shelllant. Both wins are gone. Toxic Chromion value's going up. So she has to bring in Mashuk here, because Mashuk is the only thing that can outspeed my Inky, so I don't get a Paizo off. But at the same time, I do have Kessa up on Shelllant. And I could try and use it to counteract the Turbo, but if I'm not faster, like it would have to be a slow Mashuk, which it does have double screen. So I just don't know. I think that's my play, though. Problem is, Lawali is losing value with each passing turn. Alright, if she's smart, she'll leave Inky alone. This Mashuk. Okay, so that sucks. It's a pretty high speed invest Mashuk, because +3 speed is the same as using very high prio, which is what Kesugatame is, and my Shelllant is 250 speed, so she's at least 250 speed on Mashuk, which means she'll also outspeed my Lawali. Yeah, the game's just over. I needed that so badly. It was never gonna happen, but it needed to happen. She has no reason not to. Not to just heli kick here, which will finish off the Shelllant because she's faster. Her Kapire is even faster, so it is a very high speed Kapire. Yeah, it's just like I said. If there's a team that outspeeds me, like this one, I can't do anything. And even on top of that, she has speed control with Turbo on Mashuk, Gazuma, probably Lawali, Tesla Prison on Gazuma. So is tough. Oh man, that's such a bulky Mashuk too. That's crazy. What does she? Maybe it has no HP TVs, but a whole bunch in special defense. Well, we'll just do this for fun. Yeah, she doubles in on the Lawali to make sure that it dies. Even the Venomous Claws does half my health, which is nuts. Her Kapire must be faster than max speed Lawali for her to just do that. And it is Ignite Protection. That's kind of why I was ignoring attacking it, because I actually get debuffed for attacking it. GG. Yeah, that's like a 0 bulk Kapire. She doesn't even need Prio on it. It already outspeeds everything, so maybe banning the move flank wasn't the play. Probably should have banned the Gazuma just so I didn't have to worry about speed control. Oh well, though. That's not looking good, though, for my placement in the tournament. Chances are I will not end up in top 3 now. But I think we still have one more round of Swiss, so I'll still get at least one more match of content for you guys. So I will see you soon. Alright, we are back. So apparently there's actually a 6-round Swiss. I didn't actually look at the website, kind of just assumed. And I got a bye in round 5, so this is round 6 now. There's like 6 of us at 3-0-2, so this one is like last chance, super important for all of us. And even so, it could end up being a tiebreaker and I get screwed over. Which, you know, this has been a fun tournament so far. Like, I just love the competitive scene, seeing so many players come around. Like, Matt Chromion coming back and playing. I convinced Shatish to play a couple rounds. Like, that alone is just great and fun. You know, when I added Lawali and Shaolan to the team, I didn't think about how I still get ruined by Volorend, which I really should have thought about. But like, since Acronox isn't so much of an insta-ban, I can probably just ban the Volorend and be okay. I still never like Tolkien. I see Tolkien, I'm just like, ugh, no Tolkien. But so the funny thing is, max speed Tolkien is 270. And for those who don't know, 272 is the breakpoint I use for most of my entire team. Because it outspeeds max speed Nesla, which is kind of what I was going for. So the fact that I can outspeed Tolkien by coincidence as well is really awesome. Problem is, like, I don't know how fast this Tolkien is, or how bulky it is. So I don't know if a wastewater plus a... I don't know if a wastewater plus whatever kills it. I think I have to go with Sting anyways. I think this is fine though. So let's see. Worst case scenario is Sting plus Venom spread doesn't kill. He gets a Wind Burst and a Soul Shout off onto Chromion and kills it. That would be worst case scenario. I'm okay if Acronox dies to like a Soul Shout Wind Burst, because then I can just swap in 2-wire and double into the left slot. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that, the purpose in that one there. Like, if he had Adoro in the back, I'd understand. Because then he could swap into my Venom spread combo. He must be. This must be a very bulky Tolkien. He's must be confident about living. Or he just picked something that he know would be like super effective into Chromion. I'm pretty sure it's Reactive Vial. I faced him like yesterday or the day before. Pretty sure I beat him kind of doing the same thing. Interesting. Ban on the Psypad. I wonder if he's going to save the Tolkien then. Like, I didn't even really want Psypat this game. He's got a Doro, which completely walls it. Minotaur kind of walls it as well. Oh, because of Wolfie? I do want these two. Like, 2-wire... So it's actually kind of funny. So 2-wire having a 4x weakness to electric actually makes it a really good Minotaur counter. because it can take an electric hit. Unlike most digis, which still take 2x, if you don't have the 4x, you can't utilize Straw Shield. But it does, so I can. Okay, yeah, that is not a Shell Ant game. Three Tems resist melee. Uh-uh. Okay, I don't know who that is. Yeah, marbles. Ugh. I can't complain too much. I'm abusing marbles too. But you have to. Confirming I'm faster. I am faster. Like, he has nothing that wants to eat this. Nothing. He's not bait on Tolkien. That would have been the other thing that would have completely screwed me. I don't know what I would have done. Ooh, that's going to be really close. I think lives on like 7%. Nope, it dies. It dies. Okay. Sting is weak. Oh, East is over here already. I think your Rem was in a match. He was watching your Rem and somebody else. I'm not sure what happened, if the match ended already. That's such a good turn 1 for me, though, that I don't know what he does to come back. Genuinely. Like, I just save Acronaut. Oh, he brings in Minotaur. Not what I was expecting. I don't know if I live close. Close. Oh, it's very close, but not quite. That just straight up takes it out? No wonder. So it was a max attack Minotaur. That's why I died. Denigrate? This is why I have Camo on Acronox. I'm bringing 2-wire here. I'm just ignoring the Adoro because it's like the least threatening thing on his team. If I can get to a late game with Acronox via Adoro, I should be fine. Or Lawale or 2-eye or Hazrat. Like, Adoro's just not threatening. Yep, Shell Ant was pretty obvious. Problem is I don't know how fast it is. So this would be a good turn to gauge that. Because I am swapping. I guess I wouldn't even have to swap. Yeah, I don't even have to swap. I go for Petrify. Yeah. I am faster than the Shell Ant anyways. That's just chip damage on Adoro, nothing else. That one hurts. If I die here after the poison tick, that could be really, really nasty. Okay, I don't, but it could have been bad. I think I'm still in plenty good shape, but... yeah, I'm still ignoring the Adoro, so that doesn't matter in the slightest. He has to attack me with a Adoro. I'm assuming he'll just denigrate again. Part of why I'm swapping in Hazrat. There's no way he's got Emanip, right? Emanip and outspeeds? Yeah, no. This probably won't kill because Shell Ant is very bulky, but that's close enough. Interesting. We'll Turbine because it's just a little more damage and just in case. I guess I should have Faraday Cage then, predicting a swap. I was a little bit worried about like a Kesugatame or something. Kesugatame onto the 2-wire to slow it down enough for the Adoro to kill it. That was kind of my thought. But this game is over. I Embers the Volphy so I don't die to the Dust Vortex, and we Turbo Attack just because there's no reason to swap out. I actually want type advantage here. Interesting. He's just letting me have it. It's not like he just... After that turn 1, he was in a really tough spot. And then turn 2, actually killing the Minotaur. Oh, that was really tough for him. It looks like he sacked a lot of bulk on this team, and I'm not quite sure why. Yeah, GG. Alright. Now, I don't know where I'm at in the standings. Because I do have 3 wins, but that's also like the score to get the tiebreaker. So, because I don't know if I'm going to be participating in the rest of the tournament yet, I misclicked. I misclicked. I just gave Fancy the win on accident. I hope you guys can't hear that because I just got blasted by music from the internet. Yeah, okay, sorry. I was too busy trying to like talk and do too much at once. So we'll just spectate somebody else who's playing while we wait for that to get fixed. So it looks like East is spectating Lulu, so we'll spectate Ali and Anhalacho, I guess. Alright, yeah, that's pretty telling. So it looks like Ali's got this one, or Anhalacho. I think that's actually better for me though, because Anhalacho had higher tiebreaker, Ali had lower tiebreaker. So that should be good. Now we're going to check out Lulu's game. This one's still got a little bit left. That's a lot of green arrows on that grandpa. What happened? A Zen med from the Koish, I guess? Okay, let's see. Too busy trying to do too many things at once, but let's give a little extra content to the game, even though East is covering this one. Interesting. So Bark onto the Grandpa to try and give it just enough for the Volphy to knock it out. That's pretty good, but like I'm not sure how Lulu kills this Mashuk. Yeah, the Mashuk just ruins Volphy, and Momo doesn't have enough health to manage. I'm sure he'll just bring in Gazuma anyways. Or no, the guys bringing his Momo. It's like it's got +2 special attack, so it's either been sparks or refresh. So it's got holds off. And now all he's got to do is finish off the Momo, and he just wins. So he just target down the left slot because that Volfi's not a problem. It just loses to Mashuk. And Volfi doesn't have enough fuel left to run through anything. Even at +1 speed, I don't know if this Momo outspeeds the Mashuk. I've seen some fast Mashuks today. See what he does though, who knows. Lots of Momos in this tournament. In what the matches I've seen. It's just really punishes the slow teams. It's just like it's basically what my entire team does, but in a single Tem. OX on the Gazma makes enough sense. And this is gonna do like 70. Oh wait, it's +2, yeah. No, that just kills. That's ridiculous. Even with that knockback, it's just nothing. Venom probably has ninja up, but that it's just nah. It's maybe it didn't have ninja up and it just got outsped. Slower Venmet, or who knows? Maybe it's a really fast Momo. Okay, so that was the last match. And my score did get corrected now. Thanks, East. Looks like I am sitting in 3rd now. So I do make it in the top 4 then, but unfortunately, Lulu and Ali are in the top 4, and they are the 2 players that I lost to previously. Now Lulu, I think it would be really fun to do a rematch against, just because I actually know his team a little bit more now. Ali, I don't know if I could beat Ali ever. I think her team just kind of wrecks me. And Kunduz is the other one, which I haven't got to face, but I think that would be a close and interesting match. But all right, I will cut to the next match then, and see you guys in a moment. All right, I wasn't actually out that long. I am up against Lulu, so this should be a lot of fun. Even if I lose, I am not going to be sad. Just because I think this matchup is one of the more interesting ones. Ali's match was really fun too, just because it was like crazy like mind games every single turn playing around each other. But you know, we'll see what happens here. So Lulu won the coin flip first, so he'll be blue side. But this one, the top cut is best of 3. So I can actually get a little bit more info now and maybe use it to my advantage. And if I lose, I'll get to pick sides. But I am at the disadvantage pick-wise multiple times, which kind of sucks. So bye-bye Naga. We're going to try that. And if it fails, we'll try something else. Because there's options. I don't know. Just getting top 4 is plenty good here. Yeah, banning out the Naga. Now I can plague ahead of Ushiara. I could plague in Venomous Claws even, if I wanted to. Grandpa? Okay. That seems... Ooh, is it bird season? It's probably bird season. Most people are running bird season. I'm like one of the only ones who was running bully for a while. Because otherwise I'd love to pick... I'd love to pick 2-wire. So I don't remember if I ever got to see how fast it was or how bulky it was. I feel like I kind of lost before that even happened. Might not have hypoxia. Maybe it's a hand fan. Well, we're going to try and beat it down because this is information I really need, and it's kind of, I just want to try it. I know when I faced Argon, world champions, grandpa, just on ladder, it was the match right after I hit #1 on ladder. I played one more game, and I matched into him. He had a grandpa lead. And the stupid thing, stupid thing, it actually had, it lived on 2 health after this exact combo. I didn't change anything. It was just Marbles, War Drum on this exact attack Hazrat. I debated on making the Hazrat squishier so I could have max attack, but the amount of times this Hazrat lives on like 20 or less health is actually pretty nuts. So I decided against that much. I like Acronox, and I definitely like Lawali because Lawali's going to help me deal with Oshiara. He doesn't know I'm a Booklong's Acronox yet. Oh, this is a little bit tough. I kind of want to go 2-wire here. But it might be better to go Shell Ant. I just don't know how fast his Momo is. I think we're going to go Shell Ant. Because, like, he had a really fast team when I faced him. Like, that was a max speed Naga, max speed Oshiara. Like, I could one-shot this Oshiara with a Toxic Torrent. I could. And then I would also be preventing it from getting off its Blizzard, which it's undoubtedly going to do. Problem is, like, it's not that big of a threat. It doesn't hurt Acronox, it doesn't hurt Lawali. So the thing is he going to swap out Grandpa? And if he does swap out Grandpa, what does he even swap it into? Because it's just going to die. So I think I just take the risk. It's not bait, right? It's not bait. It's all about that damage. No! Hypoxia? Just Windburst, right? Yeah, I can take that. Oh, that's so sad. I didn't even consider that. Alright, yeah, that Grandpa's dead. Okay, and that's the biggest threat out of the way. No Hypoxia on Grandpa hurts. I didn't even consider Flood. That one's on me. That one's completely on me. What does he bring in now? Venmet? Momo? You can't bring in Momo. Couldn't bring in Momo, really? Did I pick 2-wire? If I did, this is... No, I didn't. Darn. Okay. So the reason I'm swapping out Hazrat is because Toxic Torrent alone will not kill the Oshiara. I need Sinner Typer with it. I could risk him killing Hazrat, but I think this is fine to just swap in and save the rat bomb for later. Serves double edge. Yeah, that makes sense. 20%? Just about. Chromion... No way, dude. Oh, I guess I'm -2, but that's still nuts. So the fact that the Momo outsped me with its low prio when I'm just -2, it can definitely outspeed me using normal prio when I'm using prio. So this is going to be the best turn for Shaolant. actually gonna swap in the rat now too. Because the plan is to have the rat die. Bring the Chromion back in. Get Welcomer, and then put something to sleep. That was not in the plan. I didn't think he'd strangle there. Does he not have like hook kick? So let's see. So maybe he doesn't even have a turn 1. That's info I didn't have. And I mean now I do, but oh, that sucks. That really sucks. We can Plague the Momo. Maybe he'll swap in Kapire. I'd like to OX the Momo. Swaps out Venmet. Okay. He does have synergy on Quetzal. Oh my goodness. This is literally the squishiest Momo I've seen in like a year. Oh, that's nuts. Oh, that's crazy. I actually kind of hope this kills Shell Lance so that I have... Yes. I have pressure on the Kapire now. Because Momo should OX. Yeah. Chromion really isn't going to do anything for me in the end. So I could sack it here. I don't know if the Kapire kills. I think it always does. I think it always does. So I'd have to actually target the Momo slot, right? No, I can't. So it's a coin flip now. Of, is he swapping the Kapire or is he staying in? Because if he swaps, I need to keep Lawali in and knock out Momo. Actually, I feel like he always swaps. Because then no matter what, he will have a neutral synergy to outspeed and kill my Lawali with. No! No! All I had to do was swap the Lawali and I would have won. I know he wanted. He also really wanted the hold off of Ninja, which was the other reason why I knew he would swap. I really didn't think it would be that slot. I don't think there's a world where I outspeed this Momo even. Even with Sting. Ah, that's so sad. I actually did really well this game. And I just fumbled in the end. Even the Momo's got like no health left, but I can't just let it slide. Oh well, oh well. I guess it's now a question of if he makes a play based on if his Momo's faster. His Momo is faster than 272. Or it's at least 272 speed. And based on how... Like, I figured that much. I figured. So he's using his melee move now. Yeah, so he doesn't have a turn 1 on Venmet. He doesn't have a... Or his only turn 1 is Strangle. Oh, that's so weird. I mean, maybe it works, but like, if I knew that, I would have played so much differently. So much differently. So, I think that's still the play, is to kind of go through the same first couple turns. I think things mostly worked out. I lost the coin flip in the end. Otherwise, things would have been great because my Lawali would have outsped and gotten a plague off on the Momo and wouldn't have died. So even if the hook kick killed, I would have got the sting off still, and I would have been able to hit the Venmet, and it would have just been up to a question of does the Venmet die, or does the Venmet kill my Lawali at +2? Which maybe it did. Maybe it did. It's just like that thing hurts. But it is adrenaline shot, not res badge. And my Lawali, it's not super squishy. It does ban the Chromion this time, knowing how much of a threat it is. Being able to take out the Grandpa is pretty nasty for him. So I want to pick Lawali. Yeah, I can pick Lawali because this will allow me to flex either Acronox or Psypat to kill the Kapire. But really, that's just gambling. He'll probably just pick a neutral, and then does he swap it in or not? It's literally the same thing as the last turn. These games are so volatile. It's just... He doesn't know is I'm Tuck Mamask Lawali, so you can't sting me. No, he's not going to take the Acronox bait. Come on, do it. Take it. He can sting me. It's just the damage won't do enough. You'd need something else with it. See, he's not even threatening out the Psypat here. That's kind of the weird thing. I'm leaning towards banning the Acronox, but I'm not sure yet. Bans the Acronox so that I don't have any great swap-ins for the Lawali. So that means that pretty much tells me that he's just going to take the Quetzal and die on Kapire no matter what. But I still have Hazoret I could swap in. Otherwise, I could just have Shaolant take it. But the problem is Shaolant doesn't get a lot of value by taking it there. I don't know how fast the Momo is. If my Inky's faster than it, I don't need to ban it. If my Inky's slower than it, then I would need to ban it. Because I know like Momo's base speed is very high. I'm pretty sure it reaches like 204 or something at max. I'm going to ban the Acronox because I still do have a couple Earth Weeks on my team. Going to pick up the Inky. Probably just not going to be 2-wire. 2-wire really doesn't have the damage to matter, and the utility, it's not going to get a whole lot of use out of either. The only reason I would want Kapire is to bring it in turn 1, so I can threaten out Venmet turn 2, but I'd still be eating a Quetzal, and my own Psypat would not be doing 2x damage to the Kapire. So... So we bring in the Hazoret, and then we We Nox bomb. He actually swapped. Didn't think you would. I really didn't think you would. Based on his bans, it seems kind of weird. Like there's really no reason to ban the Acronox. He outspeeds it with Momo, even with Prio. Venmet kind of wrecks it. Grandpa wrecks it. Doesn't, like, Volphy isn't real great into it. Yep, there, that makes sense. Problem is, I don't know what the Venmet does here. I could swap out Hazrat for Inky, but he has Hook Kick up and he could use it. But then he's not gaining any tempo on Saipat. Inky's just not that great to play around though. Not this game. I guess he'll just double in on that slot with a Tornado plus Hook Kick. He could even do a Savage and probably end up with the same thing. Interesting Momo play. Not what I was expecting. Turbo, okay. I see it. He'll probably go for the Saipat here with the Momo. And then swap Grandpa for Volphy or Venmet. Maybe Venmet. He'll definitely be swapping it out. I think he's going to go for the Saipat though. Not the Inky. Because he has swaps for Grandpa to eat the Inky hits. He can predict either an electric hit and swap in Volphy or a crystal hit and swap in Kapire. I'm going to Sharp Stabs the Momo though so that I can Paizo it next turn and hopefully take it out. Because I can't let this thing live. But it also means I have to sack something here. I'm going to have it be the Shallant. He actually stayed in on the Grandpa. Hypno? It must be a Hypno play. But I did Sharp Stabs, which also kind of covers that possibility. Yeah. Okay. I still like this position. Momentarily, because all he's gonna yeah, this is where I needed a prio move on Shallant. Not that it actually matters because he still outspeeds me on Momo. I actually really want him to kill, like, if he killed Hazrat right now he would die. But I don't think this kills, ever. Oh, Volphy? No, Kapire. Interesting. Yeah, no, it just doesn't kill. I think we found that out in our first game against him in the Swiss, is that I took the Undermine, but I couldn't take anything else. Okay, Shallant sack for sure. Try and get a Venomous on the Momo, and I doubt it works, but we have to try. If Momo goes down, I can finally get something done. But it's not going down. Yeah, he's still gonna keep it too. He's got Ninja up on his Venmet now. Takes the bait on Shellant, so that's good. Hazrat's still kicking. Venomous Claws does like nothing, even to a -2 Venmet. Rip. Psypat always. The funny thing is he'll probably just Ninja and Quetzal me and it'll still kill. But you know, we can try. Psypat is pretty bulky, but that's just a lot of damage to eat. The Ninja alone might even take me down. Depends on how fast the Venmet is, how much attack it has. It seems like Lulu's almost running 500 spreads on all of his Tems. Except the Grandpa. Grandpa's a little bit bulkier. I'd assume Wolfie's not max either. There's no reason to have Wolfie max. And his Venmet hasn't felt fast. It feels kind of bulky. But maybe he just took that out of speed. And it's still max attack. It very well could be the case. He's probably calking. I'm not going to bother calking for a tournament like this. No, I'm kind of just hoping that Kunders is losing his. Like, just because I think I have a better chance against him than Ali for the 3rd place. Yeah, so here goes the Quetzal. Yeah, I definitely 100% die to a Ninja. No questions asked. And then that's GG. I could have V-claused from Venmet, but I don't think that would have been enough. V-claused on Venmet. Oh, that was so close. It was so close. Oh, this game is beyond over. Just for fun, we'll speed check the Kapire now. See if it outspeeds max Inky, which it does. So this is definitely like a max speed Kapire. Kapire actually has a really high speed stat. It's just most people don't utilize it because it's a mono fire and you'd rather have like survivability on it. So yeah, I don't think I could ever beat this team. Him or Ali. I mean, I could. I almost beat him the first game. It was literally down to that coin flip. But as I'm gaining information on him, he's also gaining information on me. And like as soon as he realizes that Toxic Chromion can melt my Grandpa, that's not good. Time to ban. And then it's just really tough. So I believe there will be a 3rd place match. So I should have one more for you. But yeah, unfortunately not winning this one. Good luck to Lulu and whoever wins the other set. Catch you in a bit. Alright, so we're back, and unfortunately for us, we are up against Ali again. So, have rematches against both players we lost to. Let's see if we can get one round. Let's see if we can get 1 round offer for some redemption. I am the higher seed, so I do get to send. So that's, yeah, it could help. Didn't have that against Lulu. I'm actually losing. Like, why am I losing to these Kapires? I have 3 fire resists. Only 2 fire weaknesses. They're just faster. Why are you running fast Kapire? It's illegal. It loses to so many slow things. It loses to so many slow things. Where's bulky aggro when you need it? Okay, let's focus. We're gonna try banning the Gazuma this time and just see where it goes, because that thing just ruined my speed tiering. You'd think Gazuma would have fallen off without Tornado, but honestly, it's still just as good, and that's really frustrating. Just shows you how good a strong defensive typing with a good stat spread matters, even when moveset doesn't. It doesn't even have an ability. It's just straight up a stat stick. I mean, I guess it's got really good support moves. That's what it does have. It's got a great defensive typing, good enough defensive stats, and a great defensive, and Great support moveset, but it still does damage that you can't ignore it. And that's where it's a pain. Right, we just pick the Chromion and click buttons. We can at least trade 1 for 1 early. Hazrat's banned out, so I won't have any microwave synergies. And if anyone's wondering, like, oh, you're losing to slower teams, why does not just make your team faster? My team is as fast as it can be, pretty much. Psypad is max speed, Two Wire's max speed, Inky's max speed. I mean, and those are the ones that when they get outsped, it's tough. Because Chromion is slow, but it can take a couple hits and hit back hard. Hazrat is very fast. It's not quite max, but you know it's fast enough. It's about as good of a lead as I could ask for. I don't know how fast the Lawali is. Equinox ban. Looks like she might want to play for a Kapire endgame. Definitely looking at banning the Hazrat. I was already looking at banning the Hazrat, so that kind of reinforces it. Because then I can Faraday Cage and Venom spread into this Volphy with really no thought. It'll probably live on just a little bit of health, and then I can get a Digimove, maybe 2, onto this Mashuk. And it'll probably end up being like a 2 for 2, and then we just play with our backlines. Which, depending on how this goes, may not be the worst thing. Definitely picking Kapire because I knew that she wants to pick these two. What? I know she wants to pick the Kapire, but why are you picking Kapire with no synergy then? That's weird. I'll pick my own Lawali. I've challenged your Lawali with mine. Maybe the Lawali has bait. That's possible. Inky and Shallant are like best together. But when you're facing 2 melees and knocking out the Earth turn 1, Shallant gets less value. Although it does have nice speed control, it doesn't have it until turn 3. Which is what hurts, and by then it's probably already speed controlled and you're just balancing out. No. Oh, it's Jinx. Well, that's fine. Who cares? It might survive and get a Jinx Whisper off, because I don't know if the raw damage from this combo is going to take it out, but because she likes fast stuff, I don't think it'll have bulk. I don't think it'll have enough bulk to survive. Yeah, so she just goes for the plague. That's not even max special attack, I don't think. Yeah, things down. Super easy. Now what does she do now? Heli kick? No, wastewater. Psypat? You can't really go Psypat though, because Kapire. Why Kapire? Why Kapire? Because right now this is a really good binary turbine turn. She can't. She could swap to Lawali. probably what she'll do. I could have really risked it and clicked Toxic Torrent, but I don't know if that would have really helped me a whole lot. Oh, Embers. Get me into Hypoxia range, I guess. I swap an Inky here to get holds off. And just in case, I throw a turbo attack on the Kapire. The Kapire will be faster than the Lawali, so he has to attack the 2-wire with Kapire. And then I can bring in Psypat to finish off the Kapire. And then use Inky Sharp Stabs, should finish off Lawali. And then I have Paizo up to one-shot Psypat. That's my winning line. That's my winning line. I don't know what she's going to do, though. If she leaves Kapire alive and swaps, that would... Well, but she swaps Lawali for Psypat? No, from a Shook. So she's saving the Lawali for a Chromia on Lawali endgame. Not gonna give her that though. Not for free. I guess I need Venomous Claws to kill this Kapire, but I'm not really worried about that. I'm pretty sure this always kills with the squishy Kapire. Could she swap for Lawali? Yes. Does that buy her time? Then I just Nicho the Lawali and like... I'm burning them a Shook. I guess he would get turbo off then. Or she would get turbo off. And that's probably her play. Dang it! No, she stays in. No, the Ignite protection I forgot exists! No! Okay, that one, I can't blame anyone but myself. I needed to Sharp Stabs the Kapire, which would have finished it off. I just completely forgot that trade existed. And if I had done that, I would have won. Probably. Because she didn't even attack the Inky there. That was literally a I forgot this trait exists moment and nothing else. I mean, I'm assuming the Kapire outspeeds my Psypat, but I could have tried to go for a Nox Bomb or something. I know it's faster than my Inky, which is 296. Psypat's 303. Max speed Kapire gets up to like 224 or something. Yeah, she swaps in her own Psypat. I actually really want my Psypat to die here. But it doesn't matter what happens in this game anymore. Like, I cannot win this round. Just because of that one teensy little mistake. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe that Mashuk lived. That is a very low attack invest Mashuk. It's probably only got like 100 speed. I'm actually going to continue just because I think I think she's gonna Nicho the Chromion, and I'm curious how much it does. I should Nicho the Wally. So that does over half. That would definitely finish off Chromion then. Plague does not kill Psypat from full. Yeah, even at +2, that still does piddle damage. If I would have predicted right on the Lawali and clicked... Toxic Torrent, I think that also could have won me the game. It's good to know there's at least a chance, though. GG's round 1. I'm just going to send again because I think I have a better chance. I don't think orange side benefits me here at all. Playing without Gazuma definitely was the better play. Although like she's gonna ban the Chromion this time. It's so menacing. And yet it still requires a double end to kill stuff, but my double ends will kill. No, not having it yet. All right, whatever. We'll try it again. It's my best. It's my best chance. Like it's not a good chance, but it's my best one. It's Hazrat, so she really doesn't like my toxics. Why is that? Or maybe it's just because she doesn't like the Kapire counters? If I ban Kapire now, Lawali stonks are up, and even Inky's looking a lot better. And I won't even have to... Yeah, okay. This isn't bad. I'm not afraid of the Mashuk, at least not right now. I'm actually good to Toxic Torrent here because it just does more damage. Gonna definitely double in on the Hazrat though. Embers, that's fine, I'd rather have it on the 2-wire than anything else. She might not even have Lava Wave. And it'd like heat up Embers or something. It is good to know that the Hazrat is faster than me though, just in case. She's side pass, so she could go Lava Wave synergy here. No way, that killed? Crazy. Okay. I think I can live a Hypoxia and a Heli Kick because this Mashuk is weak. What I really need though is damage into the Mashuk. I think I Toxic Torrent the Lawali and then Turbine the Mashuk. It is a Hypoxia. Her Lawali is actually faster than her Mashuk, which is interesting. There's the Heli Kick. No! +2 did like 150! Oh, man. Are you serious? Man, that's so sad. That is just so sad. I bet that was 2 health off from surviving. I was really confident I could survive. I didn't think she had like any attack invest. I don't think that a heli kick should do 25% to a Chromion when you have 0 attack Mashuk. But maybe she's got more than I think. It's just that maybe she's not as fast as I think. Hopefully we can at least figure out here based on if my Shellant outspeeds if she's over 250. I thought we figured this out before. I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, theoretically, if I could knock out Mashuk, deal some damage to Lawali and Saipat, then Lawali could sweep the game. But that's not, like, great. Not that great of a chance. Saipat. That's definitely her best play, like, without a doubt. I need this to kill for anything to matter. Okay, I'm actually in plague range now. That's... I mean, I guess that's just Lawali for you, but... Yikes. Nice. Lawali's almost out of stamina. Like, this isn't that bad of a situation. I guess the question is, does Shellant live? If Shellant lives, I can get a... Well, I don't actually know if I get the Kesugatame off. I gotta do some math quick. Because I have 250 speed. So I reached 437. That is not enough. That is not enough. Unless she's sacking on speed. But I don't think she is. I'm like 13 effective speed off. Does she use turbo here, so it doesn't even matter? Oh, I killed! No way! Now I guess it's a coin flip turn. I think I've got some reserve time left. So essentially my options are to... I could Paizo the Saipat this turn, but it outspeeds and kills me with a Nicho. But I do have Kessa up on Shellant, so I could swap into Lawali. And then Kessa. Well, no. What I'd have to do is... Well, okay, I think he always doubles the left slot. With wastewater and Nicho. She. I always say he, but Allie's a girl. But I have to Kessa, because this Mashuk is just too fast. So I think that's going to be my play. Swap into Lawali, eat the Nicho, and then Kessa the Mashuk. Oh, Marshall strike. No. No. All I had to do... Like, she held that info. If I knew that, I would never have swapped there. Because Lawali would have been so important, and all I would have done was needed to Inner Spirit the Mashuk. Wow. Oh, that's frustrating. That is beyond frustrating. I never see Marshall strike. It's Venomous Claws, Nox Bomb, Nicho Psy, and Psypat does have a flex slot. I run Toxic Ink. I know there's a handful of people that run Ninja Jutsu. Some people run Wrenching Massage. But Marshall Strike, I mean, it's just as good. It's a very good move. I just never think to run it because it's pretty weak. Nito Seiho for an actual melee move. Well, 4th place in the tournament. Still get like a prize, but I'll probably just throw it back into the prize pool for the next one. It's because I play these for fun. It's really fun to end up in like a competitive setting. It's really sad that I had one game on both the Ali set and the Lulu set where I could have won, but I guessed wrong. A lot of times it was due to lack of information. But I mean, that's kind of how Temtem tournaments always have been. It almost makes me go like opt for full open info. But I'm not like salty that I lost. Those games were still like so much fun, and I still won like 4 games. It's just those were tough matchups as is, because they outspeed me. I think there's still some optimizations I could do for this team, and it is more or less matchup fishing in itself. That like, oh yeah, you can just destroy anything that's slower than you, but you lose against anything faster. I also just realized I wasn't playing music like this entire set. Oh well. But yeah, I don't know what optimizations there could be. Like, I've been trying to change stuff around, and I still just... I haven't found it quite yet. I found, like first iteration had, like, Obi and Volphy instead of Digicoish and Acronox. Obi wasn't doing enough damage, and even though it was a nice support, it just didn't end up helping that much. And Volphy didn't do enough damage. It was just there for type coverage, but I just found myself not picking it. It felt weak compared to the rest of the team. And then I found that Grandpa and Koish just weren't doing enough. Koish taking extra damage when I wasn't investing full bulk because I had max speed in it. So I sacrificed attack and HP, and it just felt bad. It was kind of nice to outspeed stuff, but it was just leaning too much into the gimmick, and it itself never really did anything. And even with Hypno, I don't think I ever got a successful Hypno off because people just pryed the thing to death. Pry was so relevant. And then Grandpa is just... It was nice to counter Toxics, but it loses to Winds still, and Winds are the bigger issue. Like, I could switch it to Bird Season, but then I lose Bully, which was like the whole reason I had it on the team. And like this version today, it felt pretty good. It's nice to have Shelllant as kind of like a pseudo support, but still with max special attack to ruin people with Sensei Robe. Melee damage. And it definitely helps with the Earth and Crystal weakness I had previously. But now I've just got other issues. It's like I cannot get my speed up to the level where I can outspeed those fast teams. I feel like those fast teams just lose if they face a slower version of themselves. And that uses turbo to get ahead in speed, but I could be wrong. I don't play full 500 aggro like Lulu and Ali have been doing in this tournament. Even my Psypat has enough in bulk. Okay, I guess Inky is like a special exception. But I just like bulking a lot of my Tems. This is about the closest thing to aggro I get, and maybe it's just because I'm not committing enough that I'm not able to reach the heights of those players at their own play style. So I don't know. It was a good tournament overall. If anyone wants to play this team, I'll throw the code in the description as usual. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.